Sorry.
Oh boy.
Anyway, folks, welcome to the MegaMets podcast tonight. It's a doubleheader for New Japan's New Beginning in Sapporo, nights 1 and 2, this Friday and Saturday from the Hokkaido Prefectural Jin Sports Center in Hokkaido, Hokkaido, Sapporo, Japan.
Hokkaido, Japan. This is going to be a good one, I swear. We have ourselves a multitude of matches tonight, so look forward to what you can expect in the card.
We'll start with the Frontier Zone matches, but since both nights have the same team going up against Honma and a different young lion, we'll just cut to the chase and do those individual in the same shot, if that's fine.
That will work.
The first of them has Toyama and Toriyama team up against Shoma Kato and Tomoki Honma. That's a no-brainer. Honma and Kato are going to lose that one easily.
They're going to get wrecked. My vote's on Tomoya and Yano.
Or the other one, let me see if I remember his name in the other one.
For whatever reason, you gave me the same link twice.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, because it doesn't show the night 2 card.
Katsuyama Murashima. That was the other one. That was his name. And anyway, same thing, same outcome for Saturday night. Yano and Tomoya win that. Getting back to the Friday card, we open with Zack Sabre Jr. against Yuji Nagata. Fresh off defeating Bryan Danielson in Osaka last Sunday, Zack has now been given the torch of being the greatest technical wrestler on the planet. His first test being the guy who defeated him in the G127 and was the
Yuji Nagata.
Yeah, and ironic enough, that was Nagata's final G1, and Zack was his only win in that tournament.
Wow.
I'm going to give this to Zack. This is
sorry, but I'm also giving it to Zack. Zack's going to want that.
Yeah, it's been 7 or 8 years long overdue. Next up, brother. The House of Torture, represented by Kanemaru, Takahashi, and Narita, against Boltin, Oleg, Ryusuke, Taguchi, and Togi Makabe. No-brainer, give this to the House of Torture.
Fine, I'm giving it to the House as well. What else is there to say?
True. Next up, it's United Empire against Chaos in the first of the 2 final matches of Kazuchika Okada before he goes to AEW.
Yep.
Okada teams with Yoshihashi, Hirooki Goto, and Tomohiro Ishii to take on Cal Newman, Francesco Akira, Hanade, The Great Okan, and Jeff Cobb.
Wow. What a card.
Match it could be.
A 10-man tag.
But the question is, who do I give this to? Do I let Okada get one last win? Or do I have him go out flat on his back both nights?
Mm-hmm.
I say we give him one. I'm going to give him one last win here. What about you?
I'm going with the other side. Newman, Akira, Hanare, Great Okan, and Jeff Cobb. That's a lot.
Fair enough. Next up is basically dressing for Sapporo Night 2's main beef and meat and potatoes, which would be a best of 5 series between the guys of Los Ingobernables de Japón and just 5 guys.
Yep.
I'm going to give this to just 5 guys. I don't know why, but I'm just going to.
I'm probably going to give it to them too. It's not like there's much else.
Besides, again, this is just this is just an appetizer. The main course is on Saturday when we have 5 individual matches between these 10 men.
Yeah, my guess is it's just a warm-up.
Next up, a rarity for New Japan's domestic product. For the IWGP Women's title, Mayu Iwatani, in her 4th defense, puts the gold on the line against Mina Shirakawa. Why is this a rarity? Because in most cases, this belt's either defended at Stardom events or on New Japan Strong events here in the States.
Honestly, this is a good thing because we need to get more female wrestlers in the spotlight.
Especially when you consider the last time this belt was defended on a New Japan proper show was last year's Sakura Genesis.
Yeah.
Iwatani's been really carrying the banner. And I don't think it's going to change here. I'm giving this to Mayu Iwatani.
I'm also giving it to Iwatani. She retains.
Next up, oh, god damn it.
What is it? Let me do this one. For the sixth match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship title, we have the 94th champion, El Desperado, in his second defense against Shaw.
And here's the reason why it's a damn defense. Shaw physically stole the title. What is this, the new gimmick for the House of Torture to get title shots? They have to steal the titles? This is fucking ridiculous.
This is some dumb fucking shit.
I can't sugarcoat this.
Sorry, but Shaw ain't going to win this one. My vote's on El Desperado. He will retain.
Same here, but let me ask the question, New Japan. Is this the route you want to go with the House of Torture? I say cut the cancer and disband this band of clowns.
Jesus Christ. That's why I'm facepalming right now, because New Japan needs to get their act together.
Yeah. Mid-card gallows humor comedy act does not equal entertainment.
It does not at all.
Destiny, do me a favor. Take that wrench and rip Show's nose clean off his skull.
I hear you on that.
Never openweight title. In his first defense, the 43rd champion and leader of the House of Torture, Evil, takes on the roughneck, Shota Umino. For the love of God, let this be the night Shota finally gets some gold around his waist. But I don't see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Agree. Yeah.
So Evil retains. I mean, especially since he desecrated the belt by spray painting it black.
That's disgusting right there. So, yeah, I'll say Evil will retain. Moving on.
You want to do this one?
Oh, yes, I will. For the eighth match, for the New Japan Pro Wrestling World TV Championship match. On one side, we have the second champion in the second defense, Hiroshi Tanahashi. His opponent? Are you kidding me? Matt Riddle. Why?
Original bro.
Bruh.
I always wondered if this match would even get off the ground when you consider Riddle's history and New Japan's ultra-strict anti-drug policy. I mean, seriously, what they have to do to convince Riddle to go through, for Riddle to get this match?
Maybe Riddle must have cleaned his act. I don't know. I doubt it.
Either that or they have to get someone posing as Mr. Mackey to basically tell him, Matt, you need to know the pot's bad. There's the one that's bad. If you do that stuff, you're bad, and New Japan won't allow you to wrestle. Okay.
Nice impression. I'm not going to lie. That's a good impression.
Okay. And seriously, it's pot. I don't really see Riddle winning here. I mean,
so I agree. Riddle ain't winning this, so Tanahashi will retain.
If this is just a cameo, that's fine. Because let's face it, I don't see Riddle wrestling in New Japan full time with his issues. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Tanahashi retain as well. Finally, the inaugural defense of the IWGP Global Championship as David Finlay defends against TNA's newest acquisition, the most wanted man, Nick Nemeth. This came about when, after Finlay won the title, he basically sucker punched Nick Nemeth, who was sitting at ringside alongside his brother Ryan at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yep.
And this led to a backstage brawl during the post-match presser, and Nemeth basically said he was coming after it. Yep. As far as I'm concerned, much like with Kyrie last year, champion needs to retain to break this belt in. You never really see, it's seldom when you see the title switch hands on the first defense.
Nope. Finley's going to retain. End of story.
Yeah, especially with a newly minted championship.
Uh-huh.
Moving on to the 24th. Just switch it down.
Yep, and I will start things off for this one when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Excellent. Our first match will be a 20-minute limit in the Frontier Zone, or as it's stated, the match will start at 1:30. On one side,
Jose, we skipped that one. Remember?
Okay, then let me just let's get to the 10-man tag. 10-man tag consisting of, on one side, Boltin, Oleg, Yano, Togi, Makabe, El Desperado, and Shotomino versus Yoshinobu, Kanemaru, Yujiro, Takahashi, Red Narita, Show, and Evil. Basically, the
House of Torture. Ugh.
Sorry, but I'm voting on the other team for this one, not the House. Sorry, but the House was dealt a bad hand.
Young Lion on the face team, Pin, House of Torture. It's simple New Japan math, my friend.
It's a 10-man tag. What else?
But I'm just saying, when you consider that two of the teammates on the face team are a 52-year-old former IWGP champion who's been pushed down as far down the card as he can get, and a young line who's yet to go on his excursion, it's a no-brainer. I'm giving this to the house. As much as I don't want to.
Yep.
Next up, Okada's farewell match. He teams with Hiroshi Tanahashi, Tomohiro Ishii, and Bishamon to take on Francesco Akira, Henare, Great-O-Khan, Jeff Cobb, and Matt Riddle. For those wondering why Riddle is teaming with the United Empire, he and Cobb have a connection as a tag team in their PWG days, the Chosen Bros.
I am literally having a headache just trying to figure that out. Why? Oh my god. This is not a good chemistry right there.
But then again, like I said, he and Cobb are tight.
I agree.
And since this is Okada's match where he's going out on his back. I'm giving this to the Empire and Riddle.
So, yeah, I'm voting on Yoshihashi's team.
I'm pretty sure that after this match, Okada makes the announcement that effective afterwards, Chaos is disbanded.
Yeah.
Because with him gone, there's nothing really to hold them together.
Nope. Tag teams are only as strong as their weakest link.
As are factions.
Yep.
Next up, another farewell match. Tag action. God A-Team. Tamatanga and Tongaloa take on God B-Team, fresh off losing the IWGP Heavyweight Tag titles, and the current strong openweight tag champs, Hikuleo and El Fantasmo. I don't know where Tama's going to land, but it's a no-brainer. He's going out on his back, too.
Yep.
I'm going Hikuleo and Fantasmo.
I'm going with them as well.
Next up, Nemeth and Taguchi against Finlay and Gato.
Yep. So our next one on the list.
I'm going to take Nemeth and Taguchi. You?
I'm voting for Gato and Finlay. Yeah, this one doesn't even have title matches. The first match, we just got the main course. This is just the leftovers.
Yeah. We start off with the maggots of both respective factions' pecking orders, Bushi and Taka Michinoku.
So now our next one, the fifth match, is 30 minutes long. It's Bushi versus Taka Michinoku. He's still working? Jeez, Taka Michinoku.
I mean, when he's not doing this, he's running his own promotion of Just Tap Out.
Well, at least I'm happy he's doing well. Fine, I'll put my vote on Taka.
I'm going to go Bushi.
Fair enough.
Hiromu Takahashi against Doki.
My vote's on Hiromu.
I mean, Hiromu said he's not going after that junior title unless it's in a main event spot. I'm going to say Doki.
Fair enough. Next up is Shingo Takagi versus Taichi.
I'm going to say Shingo.
I will also say Shingo.
Next up, hair versus hair. Loser gets his head shaved. Yota Tsuji versus Yuya Uemura.
How is this going to work out in a 30-minute match?
I mean, we haven't had a hair versus hair match in New Japan since Wrestle Kingdom 12. Minoru Suzuki also putting the Never title as well as his own hair on the line against Hirooki Goto, which was won by Goto, and of course Suzuki ended up getting his head shaved.
This is tough. Both of them are talented, but if I were to pick, I would go for
I'm going to flip.
Uemura.
I'm going to flip. If it's heads, I'm taking Tsuji, tails, Uemura.
Flip.
Tails, Uemura.
Fair enough. And now we reach the main event. For the IWGP World Heavyweight title, on one side, we have the 8th champion in his first defense, Tetsuya Naito, who will face off against Sanada.
The former champ.
Looks like the rematch clause is in effect.
Well, that and the fact that Naito kind of owed Sanada for stopping Evil from breaking up the roll call. Because after Naito beat Sanada for the title at Wrestle Kingdom, Evil came out and started beating down Naito and was threatening to challenge him down the line and basically say, "You're not getting your damn roll call, and I'm going to make off with the belt just like I did with Sanada." Sanada said, "No chance, you piece of garbage." Basically nailing Evil with the Shining Wizard and driving him off. So Sanada basically was given a rematch on that pretense. I do not personally. Naito's in the twilight of his career, and he deserves a good run with the belt. The last time he held the top prize, his run was stymied by a certain bogus virus.
Yeah.
And he couldn't have the fans chant along with him.
That's a bummer.
All because there were certain players in our own government who wanted to get Trump out at any and all costs.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry for the political mutterings, folks, but I can't sugarcoat that.
I know you can't. I can't either.
But case in point, I am taking Naito to retain. He will then face whoever wins between Sho and Desperado in the 53rd second anniversary show. IWGP Heavyweight versus IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion match at the anniversary on March 6th. From there, he can rest until the New Japan and ride out his opponents wait until he gets his opponent announced following the New Japan Cup, which will go down March 7th through the 20th. And then he'll prep for April 6th, Ryogoku Kogokigan, and Sakura Genesis 2024.
Indeed.
You taking Naito as well?
Yeah, I am. Naito will retain.
That he will. In any case, I'm going to stop sharing the tab. That's all for tonight's episode of the MegaMets. We will be back, I'll say around maybe March 1st or 2nd for when we do our predictions for AEW's Revolution. If you're okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Till then, leave a comment, smash a like, sub to our channels, Mega Man G, Mets 2128. We are the MegaMets podcast, and we are signing out. Goodbye, and good fucking night. Bang.